live trading webinar by Precise Trader.
Okay, hello everyone. Okay, this is Raju C from Precise Trader again, and we are into the live trading, and do take note of the risk disclosure. Okay, trading in Forex is risky. Past results are not indicative of future performance, and the content of this workshop is mainly educational purpose, and you are using the information entirely at your own risk. And also make sure you assess the risk of the trade before you go into the real account. Okay, now excuse me. Okay, let me see what is the data out. Okay, tonight I think there isn't much data out from the US. In fact, there's not any data except from this crude oil inventories. Okay, and in fact, I feel based on that we may get the market being, excuse me, a bit quiet, or it may move due to the direction from the equity markets. Okay, looking at the market conditions, in fact, we have given the outlook last week. We expected the dollar strength to come in some more, towards the, we were expecting to last until end of the week. But what has happened is, hello? Yeah. Okay, sorry. What has happened is the market, the dollar started weakening before we expected the move, meaning, it moved or it weakened much earlier than anticipated. So now the dollar weakness has already started, and now we are looking for the weakness to continue maybe until end of the week. Okay, now looking at the trend map, okay, like we see the euro dollar, pound, dollar yen, dollar Swiss, Aussie dollar, and dollar Sing, except for Canadian dollars and New Zealand dollars. Except for these two, the rest of the crosses, okay, started turning up, or started to strengthen. And looking at also the trend map, okay, what we feel is, okay, the pound, euro, and dollar Swiss, this three looks more stronger than compared to dollar CAD and New Zealand dollars. And again, now today, in fact, today the market has been pretty quiet, and it has been in the range trading for the whole day. In fact, if you look at the 12 hours chart, it was showing, in fact, it was showing flat. Okay, now maybe the market may start to come in during the second half of the session, or when US starts. Okay, and again, looking at the trend map, okay, we are not expecting any momentum trade, because there isn't any movement happening, but only the pound has started to move. Okay, in fact, the pound has started to turn up compared to in the morning. So maybe we can look pound as a viable trade. Then the next, I can't see any. Okay, let's see a lower time frame, or Aussie, New Zealand. Okay, in fact, only pound is the only trade we see right now. It's a potential trade setup. Okay, let's go to the chart and see what is the price action is saying. Okay, so if you look at the pound, it is been in a range on the weekly, and on the daily. Okay, on the daily, it has started to turn up. Okay, maybe what okay, never mind. Since it's a very time limit, I think we'll go straight to the point. Okay, now on the daily, it has already started turning up, but not confirmation that is already turned up until it reaches or closes above this level 12625, around that level. If tonight, if the market can close around this level, then we can be pretty sure that this is going to be the low and the market may test this high or even higher. But on the other hand, if the market doesn't close uh, above this 12625, then chances are this market may be caught in a range between these levels. So that means it will be in a range before the next move up or down. But if you look at the probability of this trade setup, okay, what we feel is there is I would say maybe about 60-40 or 70-30 percentage or chance that this market may have bottom. But the only thing is we have to wait for the market to give us a confirmation and move in the direction which we are expecting. Okay, this is the daily. Then we go into hourly. Okay, hourly is already up. Okay, it's already turned up, and right now it's in a congestion. So what we expect is the market to be in a congestion or range, then eventually break up higher. So that is what we are expecting, and if it happens, then for sure, then we know that this is going to be the low, and this market is going to push towards the highs. Okay, now where do we enter? Okay, I'm looking to enter for a buy. I mean, see, we have two types of entry. Like normally we can say like a conservative entry, meaning we only enter the price where if the price hits our level, then probably we will enter around that price. But on the other hand, if we feel that we don't want to miss the move, then probably we may want to enter near the market or somewhere near the market, so we don't want to miss the move. So looking at this, if you're conservative, then probably you have to enter near the low, which is about 12470, and you feel that you don't want to miss, then another option is we can try to enter near 12505 or 125 figure. In fact, we are already in this trade. In fact, we already entered this trade. I think we are holding this trade, and now we are waiting for this breakout to happen. And if this breakout happens, then for sure that this move, that this low, whatever we have seen, is confirmed, and we are expecting at least a minimum target towards 12605. So maybe you write down all these numbers, then we verify it with the with our dashboard. Then it will be much more easier to say. Okay, we have two types of entry. One is if you're conservative entry, then probably we may want to enter near 12470. And if you feel that if you're an aggressive trader and you don't want to miss the move, then probably you may want to go long near 125 figure. There's a 30 pips gap. Then our target should be, again, we have two types of target. One is the conservative and one is the aggressive. So conservative, probably we may want to exit at 12570, and if you're aggressive, then probably you may want to wait until 12605. So these are the key levels. Okay, the next thing we need to identify is the stop. Okay, the stop. Okay, what we feel is probably we want to put our stop below 12430. So 12430 is a comfortable stop. Okay, now let's go and verify it with the dashboard. See, the reason why we are doing this, see, we have a system, and why we are doing it is because, see, if you notice, within the most is 1 minute, okay, you can decide where you want to enter, where you want to put your, hold on, where you want to put your stop and where you want to exit. Because see, there are so many method people use, and there are so many people, so many tools you can use. So see what happens is, see why is trading is so difficult is because, you know, if you use different tool will give you different set of answers. So but you have to have a game plan, you have to stick to the game plan, and you have to play by the rules. So, and also you must understand that trading is all about probability. Okay, there is when you see getting stopped out or losing is part of the game. On the other hand, always have a rule saying that when you lose, you try to lose the minimum, and when you make, you try to make the maximum. So your risk reward always justifies the trade, and stay with the trade. Okay, looking at this, okay, what the dashboard says is, okay, I have a resistance at 12560, 12580. So I think if I remember that we have a conservative target at 12575. So that is also sounds good. Okay, and if you are an aggressive trader, then the entry, I remember it was 125 figure. So the system is saying we can enter long at 12505, and the conservative entry is 12470, okay, which is also the system is saying, which is right, and also the stop loss the system is saying is about 12430. So all this, I think it goes blend with the system and the tools which we are showing. So I think we can go. On the other hand, if you are looking for a aggressive target, okay, we have a uh, uh, resistance at 12610. Okay, 12610, 12615. So 12605 would be a good level, right? So I think the system also agrees, and we are good to go in this trade. Okay, now the reason also I'll explain to you why we are doing this is, okay, it's all about confidence. We need to have a system. We need to follow the system. Then only it builds your confidence, and it gives you the comfort zone of putting in a trade. Okay, this trade is a momentum trade, and okay, ask yourself whether you want to become a conservative trader or aggressive trader. If you're a conservative trader, okay, this is the maximum low we are looking at is 12430. Okay, this is order type. So what we can do is we can lot size. Okay, lot size. Okay, if you are, let's say you are aggressive trader, so probably you want to go in half lot and put a stop at 12430 and exit at 12570 or 75. And this expiry is probably I want to put in until 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the night. So probably we put at 9. Okay. So then if you feel that if you are a conservative trader, then that means what I would want to do is I would just want to take my trade only if I get this opportunity, or if this price is met. Okay, then probably I want to put a stop, because if you're planning to take both the trades, okay, what I would suggest is normally, see what this is how we do, you know, normally when you take in two trades, that means entry one, entry two, try not to put in the same level of target and stop loss, because in the event sometimes goes wrong, or sometimes you may miss one, or you may do. So this is another way of doing things. So what we can do is we try to exit 5 pips below, or maybe even since this, so probably 125, maybe even 15 pips lower. So this one is probably I want to put in until 11 o'clock. So see, as I told you, it's all about probability. So, and also remember that when you want to trade, you have to trade with confidence, because, and especially if you want to come in as a full-time trader, and if you want to trade for a living, you need to have a plan, you need to have a system, you need to have a proper money management, and you need to control your emotions at all times. See, all these factors matters a lot, and that's only that these are the key that makes you successful in the long run, and you can become a successful trader. Okay, now let's look at one more cross. Okay, this okay, pound nothing. Okay, maybe we look at pound crosses. That might give us another clue. Okay, this looks a bit good. Okay, the pound crosses. In fact, euro pound is a bit weak, and pound Aussie is strong, and pound CAD and pound New Zealand. And in fact, pound CAD looks a better bet, because if you look at it, yesterday also, the market turned up, and today, so probably pound CAD is be a better bet. So now let's do pound CAD, then we'll see how we can go about it. Okay, let's okay, looking at the chart pattern and price action. Okay, this is on the weekly. Looks like we may have seen the low, and we may see 17170. Okay, I do not know whether the market has got strength to reach that level, but let's see the price action. Okay, so on the daily, looks like the market may have bottomed. Okay, this is not a confirmation yet, but it is giving us I would say again, probably about 60-40 or 70-30, that low is already been seen on the daily. On the hourly, okay, looks like we may have seen, and the price may push higher towards at least 70-60, or even towards about 70-90. Okay, let me verify this. Okay, 70-80 looks there is a resistance. So you write down this figure. Okay, the target would be 70-80 and 71-40. Okay, these are the targets, and the entry point, again, if you are excuse me, conservative, okay, probably you may want to enter near today's low, which is 169.30 or 169.40. And if you call yourself an aggressive trader, then probably I may want to enter at 169.60. Okay, 169.60, and the stop I may want to put somewhere below 169 figure. Okay, 169 figure. Yeah, I just repeat. Target is 170.80, 71.40. Entry is 169.60, and 69.30. Okay, and stop loss is below I'd say about 168.85.90. Okay, 168.85.90. Okay, let's see that with the system. Okay, this is pound cross. Okay, pound CAD. Okay, what the system is saying is there is a resistance at 17035 17035 and 17085. I think the 17035, the next resistance is 17085. If you notice, just now we plotted, we got around 17085, which is also that means there is a minor resistance at 17035. Okay, this entry, the system is saying aggressive trader entry should be 69.65 and the stop should be 68.80 or even 69.10. Okay, these are the stop levels. Okay, I think more or less the system also agrees to our call. Okay, now let's see, verify it with the daily. Okay, the daily is giving, okay, this is 70.35 and 70.75. Okay, on the support downside is 68.85 and I would say around 69.35, 69.15. Okay, so more or less I think we got the levels. So this is going to be pound cat. This is a momentum, and this one the maximum low is we are looking at is around between 69. In fact, today's low is 169.20. So probably 68.85 should be a better level and comfortable level. So this is again, we are going for a limit buy. Okay, I want to go half lot at 169.60 and I want to exit at stop at 168.85 and this one I want to exit at 170.35. Okay, 35 because there is a minor resistance at 35, so maybe even 30. Okay, that would be better. So now this one is I would want to take entry at Singapore time around 9. So I have another 1.5 hours for this 35 pips move to come down or have a pullback. So this is, so the next entry I would also want to go for a limit buy, and this round one lot, and this one I want to enter at 69.30 and this is 68.80 as a stop and maybe 70.20. See, because see, I have no doubt we have a resistance at 170.75.80. So this is up to you. If you want to wait for that level, also, you can do. And it's all, you see, what you have to do is before you enter the trade, the best way is, you have a game plan and you have a strategy. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what, and of course, we don't have to be in a so desperate to trade or trade in. See, if we get the levels, this is all, is like your negotiation. You're doing a business and you have to treat this as if you're doing a business. So you negotiate with the market and this is the price I want to enter and this is the price I'm willing to pay for this product, and that's how you do, and this is how you do it day in day out. So at least you treat this as a business or when you want to make this as a trading for a living. See, I do have people sometimes they try to enter the market. They feel that this is not, I mean, you can also do that, but what happens is, like, sometimes, see, the moment once you take a trade, what will happen is straight away, your account will be showing a loss because of the spread between buy and sell. So you got to do it in such a way, you have a game plan, you have a strategy, all this, you apply it, then you should be able to move forward with comfortable. Any questions or any markets you feel you want to discuss or anything? The only thing is, see, we are also publishing the so-called the market outlook once a week, and we also planning to give regular updates on via Twitter, Facebook, all, so that at least you can follow and you can get updates so that it gives you the comfort zone. Okay, the gold. See, in fact, the gold has started moving up. Okay, in fact, this gold movement. Okay, what we this is finally, I think, the break that we were expecting has come. But again, this is I wouldn't say this is a genuine move, but there is a very high probability this is a genuine move, but we got to wait for the market to close. Okay, this has been in a range since April. Okay, April, somewhere beginning of April. So now is June. So April, May, June, we have 3 months of consolidation or 3 months of range trading. So if the market is the genuine break, okay, we believe this is going to go into new highs. Okay, and it may test may test. We are quite positive. We may see 1825, 1800, 1825, or even 1850. Okay, let me show you the multi-year chart. So then at least you can have a real feel of it. So if you see 1795, okay, the market has tested 3 times and it failed. So as a result, now this move, it may test this move, then it may pull back. But if something happens or some news comes in, it may even push up higher slightly towards. But of course, the critical level we are looking at is 1920. Once it breaks 1920 and closes above that, okay, we are very positive. We can see minimum 2150, 2250. And if you are really lucky and if you are really, how shall I say, very optimistic and things go really very bad, we can see at least about 2600. So it's quite scary. Honestly, it's quite scary. So what you got to do is you have to play by the rules. You have to look at the market, and you have to stick to the rules. Okay, you changed more than 10 times today on stop level today. Is it because it rises too fast? Okay, see what we are trying to do. See, okay, a few things you must understand. We are trading for a living. Okay, we are trading for a living. And what you should do is, see, we should be playing by the rules, and we should be also having our account to be gradually growing. Okay, the reason is yesterday we got stopped out. Okay, yesterday I think you all are aware that yesterday the market morning there was some news from Trump, and the market was a bit haywire, for at least an hour. So suddenly, the gold dropped, and in fact, the news was, I think the trade between the U.S. and China. So someone announced saying that they are canceling the trade deal which they have already done a couple of months back. So the market, as a result, it was a shock. Then finally, Trump came in and he tweeted saying that no, the trade is still intact and we are still negotiating and things are moving. So then it moved back. So sometimes this kind of move, it happens on the market, and we have to get ourselves prepared in the sense we have to get ourselves prepared, and we have to play by the rules. So since we got stopped out yesterday, so what we are trying to do is we are trying to be very conservative. So we are trying to, that's the reason why we are trying to slowly uh, get back and track and make sure that we stick to the game and we do. So it all depends. See, it's like end of the day, okay, you all must understand that results is what that matters. So sometimes it's just like it's just like you're going to drive. So you imagine you are driving. Okay, I'm a driving instructor. I'll tell you these are the speed rules, and these are the speed limit you can do and you can drive. But when you drive, okay, there is a lot of hidden factors like market conditions, traffic jam, traffic lights. All this you got to play by the rules. So sometimes it does happen, and that is one of the reason why we are doing, so that we just want to get on back on track, so that we keep move forwarding from there. So it's just that we want to be a bit conservative and make sure that we don't lose, so sometimes even when we, whatever the money we make, we don't give it back to the market. So this is up to you. I mean, this is up to you. If you are a full-time trader, you can just follow our so-called our calls and whatever we do and all these things. But if you feel you're working at this, but as and when you do, you can also do. But you must understand, sometimes there's a lot of difference between being a professional trader, being full-time in front of the system, and trading as a part-time or just a side income. So this is the main reason. But this is a trailing stop. There's no harm in using it. So sometimes this kind of things we need to take a difficult uh, some strict measures. After today and tonight, U.S. news impact crude oil. Okay, the crude oil again. Okay, I've not looked at the crude. Okay, the crude inventory. Okay, let's look at crude inventory. Okay, the crude. What has happened is looks like the price, it may have uh, bottomed on the weekly. Okay, now let me see whether I can share with you the trend map, so at least see the reason why we go into the trend map is we can get one bird's eye view of the market. See, that is where the system helps us to give you a clear indication where is the direction is heading and all these things. So here, when we look at the crude, okay, this is the crude. So what has happened is, okay, monthly, the current month has been up. Okay, weekly has been flat. For the last 3 weeks it's been up. Daily has been up. In fact, last 2 days has been flat with the downside pressure. So probably the market is doing a correction, or is expecting is having a pullback. So overall is how we play the game is, okay, we try to hold short as long as uh, today's high or even yesterday's high is not breached, and we may want to close the trade or exit the trade near yesterday's low. Okay, near yesterday's low, and yesterday's low or the previous day low. Okay, so now let's see how does the chart supports this view. So looking at this, okay, 3460, okay, 3460, Okay, market looks like it may have topped. So today I'm expecting the price to go lower. Okay, to see lower. Okay, this is already towards, at least we should be able to see, let me see. Okay, we should be able to see the next couple of days towards 37.5. Okay, 37.5 within the next couple of days. So if I'm going to short this market, probably I may want to short near, sell near 39.90 or near 40.30, and my stop should be definitely above 41.30 or even yesterday's high. So what we suggest is you should be trying to play this game short side, try to sell near the high, and if the news, whatever the news comes out from the thing, you might see some spike up or maybe spike down, but overall is we are expecting a down move for the next 1-2 days. So that is for crude. So we may have seen the top, temporary top. So the market should come down. Okay, this is the confirmation. I think more or less is done and should come down at least to this level or this level. Okay, this is where we are expecting the market to come. Then it may start to move up and it may be in the range. Overall is this market is caught within this range. So now is a range trading with the downside bias. So that means, we expect a range with a slight move lower. Okay. Any any other markets you want to discuss?
Good evening, sir.
Hello. Hi. Yeah. Good evening.
As a new trader, yesterday's market, I have entered everything and I kept it ready. And suddenly there was a change. I was so scared. So my question is, should we enter everything and keep it ready, or when it goes to live, we have to keep the entry?
Okay. See, it all depends on your way.
One
First,
more thing, because we
yeah.
are sitting in front of the system. So
Right.
whenever the thing is going to live, we can enter. That is also there. So because of
Right.
yesterday's thing, everything else we have entered and kept it ready, and everything was goes in a wrong direction.
Yeah.
So
See,
that's it.
like, thanks for this question. Okay, like as I told you earlier, so this is, it happens once in a while. Okay, it doesn't always happens. And like as I told you earlier on, it's just like, imagine you're driving. So sometimes you do end up with an accident. So this is the scenario. Okay, now to answer your question, okay, what you should be doing is, okay, see, what normally, see, this forex is called margin trading. And usually when you have an account with any brokerage, usually the brokerage will give you up to 50 times or even 100 times the investment. That means, like, for instance, if you put in 10,000, okay, they will give you at least 50 times or even 100 times leverage. So it means 50 times means you put in 10,000, you can trade up to 500,000, and 100 times is probably about 1 million. Okay, so this is the one scenario. But what we normally practice is, no doubt this is a margin trading. Okay, we practice in the region of 1:1 or even 1:half, depending on the comfort zone and depending on the market, depending on the trader. So if you're doing 1:1, okay, no need to get alarmed and no need to. The only way how you can manage risk is, okay, we have set of rules. So sometimes, see, there is no, you don't have to enter all the trades like what you said. Maybe if you're sitting in front of the screen, you can enter as and when the order gets filled, you may want to enter, which is also another habit, but it all depends. The reason why we have a system is why we are giving the entry point, entry, exit, and stop loss. Okay, I'll tell you the reason why. See, from experience, we have been in the industry for more than 25 years. From experience, okay, whatever we do, we have a reason behind it. Okay, the main reason is uh, the emotion control. Okay, that is the biggest culprit, and it's going to be very, very, very hard for you to do. See, if let's assume, okay, you may want to try that, no harm. Okay, you may want to try that of entering when the market hits and you want to enter. But what will happen is the emotion, he will be sitting next to you. This emotion guy will be sitting next to you, and there will be scenario whereby you are bound to make a call, meaning that you may not want to put a stop loss, you may not want to book your profit. Sometimes, you may want to change your idea, as the trade develops. So there will be a lot of things that is happening. Okay, so from a newbie point of view, okay, I understand perfectly. Okay, this is what we have been doing and what is the purpose. But whatever we do, okay, this has been tested, it has been proven, and we have a reason behind why we are doing this. So the main, unless if you feel that you are not emotional and you are very steady, and you feel that you can take full control even in the event whether the market goes against you or whether you're making money, then perfectly you can enter as and when the order fill. But give yourself a try. Okay, there's no harm. But what I feel is it has all been tested, it has all been proven. Okay, and whatever we do, we have a reason why we are doing this. Even with the take entry point, for instance, sometimes if you notice, sometimes we got an enter. So sometimes like we get stopped out, then the market moves in our favor. Then you would have realized that we may not have put the stop. At least definitely we would have made that money. But what happens is it doesn't always happen. So sometimes this is some see, remember, you are trying to take money out of the market. See, so always remember that when somebody is making money, somebody is losing the other end. So when you want to take out money from the market, sometimes you must always be prepared to give it back some of the money to the market. So this is what we have learned and what we have seen over the years. So that's the reason. So have I answered your question, and is it very clear why we are doing this? Okay.
Not exactly, sir.
Yeah.
But
So
still,
no,
I
don't
will
worry,
try
don't
to.
worry. See, losing is part of the game. Don't worry. Even like as I said, when you lose, okay, even when you lose, doesn't matter. You see, like even today, we have lost like 25 pips, doesn't matter. We made one trade, gold, we made 100 pips. So every day is not a Sunday. Okay, don't worry, don't panic. As long as you see you just following the rules. So if you follow the rules, you will be safe, and trust me, you would be in the safe hands, and you would be moving forward, and you will be very safe. See, the rules
Okay.
are set for safety. Even like I'm saying, when you are driving, okay, the rule says you have to wear your seat belt. So you can tell, you can say, I'm a fantastic driver, I got so many years of experience, and all kinds of things can be said. But in times of emergency, see, the word accident means that is unforeseen. So that can save your life. So the same manner, see, this safety rule or the safety is the stop loss. So don't worry about that. I mean, we are trading. See, whatever when we generate the signals, we are also initiating the trade, and we are also in the trade. We are also when we get stopped out, we also know, okay, this is what has happened. And sometimes you see the system may not get stopped out, and sometimes our system gets stopped out, because there's nothing much we can do because of the difference in the spread. So different brokerage, see, I have a account with different brokerages. So sometimes, see, the problem is the order may be filled in one brokerage and it may not get filled in another broker. Sometimes the order may get stopped out in one brokerage and the order may not get stopped out in another broker. So this is, we don't have a perfect answer, because this is a Forex is open market. So different brokerage will have a different spread and different way of managing risk. So we have to bear with it. I mean, we have no other alternate solution. And I've seen a lot of people. I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of people. I've listened to a lot of stories that, you know, like they don't practice stop losses and all this. But trust me, you know, because this is definitely, you can always get back on track anytime, any point, when you have when you follow the rules and when you stick to the rules. The only problem comes when you don't put the stop loss and when you break the rules. I don't know whether when you have traded, you have come across that scenario. It always, you know, when you don't put the stop loss, it so happen only that trade becomes very bad, and that trade will become a big loss. I don't know whether you've come across, as if the market is sitting next to you and watching you, you know, whether you're putting your stop loss or not. I've come across in many scenarios like that. So don't need to worry about that, you know, as long as, especially those newbies. Okay, what I would suggest is just, you'll be safe, you'll be fine. But the only thing is, stick to the rules, follow the rules, and you make sure you reach your destination.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Any other questions? Or any? See, we are here, at least, you know, you come here, you ask questions, you know, at least I'll give you a valid reason. See, you might be thinking, you know, we are not here to waste time, you know. So we are here twice a week. So at least, you know, you can share, you can share our knowledge and experience, expertise. So at least that will help you to make you a better trader in the long run, better and successful trader. Okay. So you have no questions and no market, okay, to discuss. Okay, probably we can conclude today's session. Okay, once again, thank you for coming, and looking forward to see you again this Friday. And till then, you know, stay safe, and also, especially the trading, you know, just stick to the rules, and just follow the game, and you would be able to move forward. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Please click to subscribe below. Thank you and see you soon.